In 1936, the U.S. Department of Agriculture began construction on 3 new communities, known as Greenbelt towns, as a part of President Roosevelt's New Deal. One of them, Greendale, was built in Wisconsin about 3 miles southwest of Milwaukee, developed to demonstrate a new kind of suburban living. These towns were built so that housing was situated within easy walking distance of garden, employment, and the town center. Greendale is a quaint historic planned community with beautiful green spaces and pathways, unique homes, and historic civic buildings. It's a tightly knit community of only 14,000 residents and highly rated school district. Greendale was named a National Historic Landmark in 2012.
Then, in December of 2016, just a handful of residents received a letter about a proposed cell tower on church property in their neighborhood.
This is the site of the proposed cell tower at St. Stephen's Church here in Greendale, Wisconsin. In December of 2016, a handful of residents in Greendale received a notification from the village. The notification was about a cell tower proposal on this very property. At the public hearing, a number of residents voiced concerns over the cell tower. Their concerns were related to health concerns, property value, and changing the historic Greendale landscape.
To raise awareness throughout the community, our group of concerned citizens educated ourselves about the negative health effects of the electromagnetic radiation, voiced concerns at village board meetings.
This group also attempted to work with the church on finding a way for them to raise money for their benevolent purposes other than raising money through a cell tower lease. Unfortunately, that attempt was not successful, and the church continued to push through with their request to build a cell tower.
So we went door to door to speak with residents and distribute flyers. We hosted community informational meetings, spoke at schools, communicated with local politicians, and set up a Facebook page.
The village of Greendale had several additional public hearings to hear the voices of the residents. Ultimately, the village of Greendale voted to deny this cell tower. After this denial, the church and the cell tower development company were named in a lawsuit against the village of Greendale. This concerned group of residents I mentioned earlier created an unincorporated association to help support the village. Our unincorporated association is working to raise money for additional legal representation in an effort to support the village of Greendale in this lawsuit. We appreciate any money or any support you're able to provide us and to help maintain Greendale's safety, health, property value, and historic nature. Thank you.
You can turn off your cell phones, but you can't turn off a cell tower. Thank you for your support.